Shield is back. Kurt Angle goes on vacation. Ronda and Stephanie have a little bit of a new beef. And Curt Hawkins can't catch a break. All that and more on Raw on AfterBuzz TV.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yeah, DJ.
This is my song.
Is this your jam? This is your jam.
Oh, yeah. Classic Beastie Boys? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All about it.
Yeah.
There you go. A little dedication for our guest co-host.
Yeah. This coaster wasn't here when I got here, so I mean, I feel like
You gotta use the coaster, man. That's house rules, man.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh boy, so welcome to the Raw After Show. We have a full house tonight, which is not normal. It's like a first in a very, very long.
I bullied him into coming.
He did.
Mark Donica hasn't done Raw, and I don't know how long.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
It's been a minute. I don't think I've ever had a full house since I've started.
Damn.
So.
Wait, really?
No.
Well, whatever.
Because it's been like 3 of us and then 2 of us and then maybe one.
sometimes.
Yeah. So, anywho,
Johnny's done a couple of solos.
welcome to the show. Right beside me, we have the executive producer for Xbox 12360, Mark B. Donica.
That's me, and you should check out Xbox 12360 every week on AfterBuzz TV Wrestling.
That's what I
knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Put it over, brother.
Gotta do it, man.
And
That's
then
my
we
job.
have America's chocolate sweetheart, Evan T. Mack.
Oh, damn. What up, TK? What's going on? You know what I mean? SummerSlam after month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's back.
How about?
Damn right.
One of the best wrestlers in the business.
In the biz.
Baines, the Destroyer.
Yeah.
What up, brother?
Bobby Baines. Killer Bob.
Hey, Yosemite Sam guns right there, brother.
That's right. That was shooting PPVs.
Oh, Killer Bob. Look at the stick. Oh,
This is going to be one of those shows.
Yo,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
so what
yeah.
do you guys think overall of SummerSlam yesterday?
Give me something, guys. Give me
I
something.
liked it. I don't know. I heard there was a lot of, like, blowback.
Isn't there
Blowback
always,
from
brother?
what? That's how I feel.
Like Jesus could come down and fight Stone Cold Steve Austin in the 90s version of him, and they'd be like, woo! And he gets stunned Jesus.
Well,
and they'd be like, I don't know your leg
can't
yet.
stun Jesus,
But
though.
think about it. That would happen. He'd get the 1, 2, 3 on the Lord and Savior, and they'd be like, that SummerSlam was kind of.
I mean, you joke, but we did have the McMahons versus HBK and God.
Yeah.
So there was that. And even then, people weren't feeling it. But I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
There are a couple of things more on the SmackDown side that I wasn't necessarily about.
Right.
But I thought the Raw side was pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the beginning of a lot of stories. So I think it's a good kickstart for a lot of what we ended up seeing continue tonight.
Yeah, definitely a good show. Not so happy about the whole Ronda stuff, but we'll discuss it.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
So we have the new Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. He named his first challenger because he doesn't want to be, just sitting on the bench, just holding the belt. So he wanted it to be Finn Balor, but it's just kind of one of those things where, oh my gosh, just lost my train of thought. The Constable wasn't
Baron
really
Corbin.
happy. Yeah, I wasn't really happy with SummerSlam yesterday, which I thought was awesome because we hadn't seen Finn kind of be that
Right.
character in a very long time.
Yeah.
So he wasn't very happy about that, so he's trying to break that up. And Kurt Angle's like, no, they're going to fight, and you're going to fight somebody else. So what do you guys kind of think of that whole, Roman Reigns kind of going, being the fighting champ?
I mean, that's how you do it. Really,
Yeah.
you come out and say, "I'm not even going to take a night off. I'm gonna put it up as soon as I get it.
Yeah.
24 hours. If I lose it, hey, if I retain, then that just means that I'm better for one more day. I think that's how you show it.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar, that was exactly the problem with his entire title reigns. He wasn't there. He wasn't present. And people got tired, real tired of that.
Right.
So with a new champion, you got to go the other direction.
Absolutely.
So Roman's got to be present and available and ready to defend that title whenever the call is presented.
Right, but jumping around a little bit, so we had Paul Heyman, and he was saying that, he wants the title match again. And, Kurt Angle's like, no, that's not going to happen. Now, Kurt Angle, at the end of the show, is on vacation for a little bit. So do you think that's going to happen sooner than later?
Oh yeah, he's owed his rematch, ain't he? His rematch
Yeah, but
clause?
according to Curt, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be. It could be whenever they do it, not the week after.
That is true.
He's on that vacay though. He's on that extended vacay.
So do you think that match is gonna that match is actually gonna happen, especially with the jumping again with the Shield all together?
It's a little too early to tell.
It looks like they're blowing past it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're blowing past it. The fact that now Roman has this support system back,
Right.
and all of a sudden Brock Lesnar doesn't seem like that much of a threat.
Right.
If you've got these three back on that killer instinct that they had back when they first showed up, Brock doesn't stand a lick of a chance. So even if they try, they might promote it, but I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition.
Wow.
Now, do you think there's a possible, because at one time it was like a tag team and a single, so do you think with the Shield back, they're possibly going to go for like a tag team championship?
I don't know.
as well?
Seth's got the Intercontinental. So, like, do they have to? Does Ambrose necessarily want another piece of singles gold? Is he going after that Cruiserweight Championship? We don't know. but
He's slim, he ain't that slim.
Hell no, he ain't 205 live, Slim.
But he looks good, though.
Looking svelte.
he looks great.
He looks like he hasn't been drinking as many beers.
Fit as a fiddle, man.
I
Tell
mean,
you
he
what.
still wears the shirt. You can hide it.
No,
But he's wearing
I don't know anything about
he's wearing
that.
them compression shirts though.
Yeah.
That just hugs all
Trust
the
me, I
love
can
handles.
tell when a man looks good underneath the shirt versus not. He looks
TK
good.
is the gauge of.
I mean, I'm a good gauge.
He's a good gauge of the man meat.
Yeah. Both. Yeah.
Cool.
Gauge and gauge.
All of that. All of that. So Bobby Lashley, he goes up against Constable Corbin. How do you guys feel about this whole thing? Because I think Lashley was kind of upset because he felt like he was supposed to be the one, kind of main eventing SummerSlam.
Did anybody got thoughts on Bobby Lashley? So I got some, but I didn't want to.
give me something.
Okay. I found it ridiculous.
He was
that
in SummerSlam.
Bobby was nowhere to be found on SummerSlam.
He had 417 matches last night. That is an accurate night.
People were
put him
there
in a
for
one.
12 hours. 6 straight hours of wrestling action. Bobby Lashley didn't lock up with nobody.
I would have paid to see Bobby Lashley versus Dana Brooke in an Iron Man match.
Oh, my God.
Anything.
Hey, give me something.
Anything.
I need like a Doink the Clown, like
it was-
resurgence. Give me something. Shout out to Doink.
Anything would have been better than what we got, which was nothing. Because he and Roman, they were building that up as like the unstoppable force meeting the immovable object, and then all of a sudden he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no joke, man. I thought when he lost that match with Roman, like I said, okay, SummerSlam.
Right. Figure it out.
Something. I don't give a damn what it was. Like, no Bobby Lashley?
No, it was ridiculous.
I think what happened is they had to rewrite a bunch of stuff. And that's what happened.
Tell me what's the
Why? Yeah.
your reasoning behind
It's not
that,
like
Hobo?
anybody was injured or anything like that. Like what
I
do you think?
Inside information, Hobo.
Brock going up for fighting for UFC. Did you see the stark difference in his appearance at SummerSlam? I think they had to write him out. So maybe they should have had Roman versus Lashley. But we had to have Lesnar versus Roman so that we could do everything.
Right, the belt.
So, but do you see Lashley making another like push like quickly, or you think he's way back in the
needs
back burner,
to.
like way in the back burner now because of Braun and like.
Well, now that Corbin is in charge,
Yeah.
Especially after this match, he's probably going to be one of the top receivers of ire from him in terms of like, I'm going to punish this guy, put him in every sort of negative thing, and Bobby's going to overcome. And finally, whenever Kurt Angle does come back, it'll be all that hardship is for this opportunity, and it's going to be them at like Survivor Series or some other thing where he's going to finally get his title match.
Yeah, these new storylines are actually making me very looking forward to Survivor Series and also the
Even though
Women's
even though we have Hell in a Cell coming up in between that,
Yeah,
and
Survivor
There's
Series.
another October Evolution.
Yeah.
Thing in Australia going on. Like,
Yeah, Super
Australia
Showdown.
has- Survivor Series.
You and everybody in Brooklyn.
damn.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Shout out to Australia.
that speech so we're just gonna be just doing something different because we've never had 4 people in the room before, so it's just it is. That speech with Triple H.
Promotion, brother.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
it wasn't as tight as he it usually is.
It was a nice monologue in the
It was
middle of
an-
this TV
It
show.
was a monologue. It was a monologue, but like he made a few errors, and it's just kind of like okay, nobody cared.
It was weird because he spoke to an event 6 years ago where a lot of stuff has happened since then other than what he said, and with how much of a catalog and an asset the WWE network is
Pushing it. There you go, buddy. Put it over, brother.
People would still people forget that both he and Undertaker had matches at Saudi Arabia. He was world champion last year, 2 years ago.
He screwed over Roman.
Like, yeah, like it's not like he's like, oh, I haven't wrestled since. Like, BS, you haven't wrestled since.
And we've seen Undertaker.
Listen, I know what you're saying, because that match was truly the end of an era, which I was like hoping it was, because I was there live and I was emotional. There was tears running down my eyes, but I was sweating.
One tear?
Girl, listen, it was like 4 or 5 tears, and I was like, this is emotional. And then they posed, and I was like, this is perfect. And then next thing you know, no, it wasn't the end of an era. So I know what you mean. It didn't carry the same weight.
If anything makes money, WWE's not going to do it once. They're going to do it several more times and milk it till it's absolutely dry.
Until the cows dry.
No pennies to be had.
No panties?
Yo, TK.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
You know what?
Exactly what he
panties
said.
and panties
Boom.
too. Penny and panties.
Pennies to be had.
Shout out to the old school bra and panties matches back in the day. That was right in the cusp of my teenage years too.
That was
in the cusp.
everything you looked for as a young man.
That's when I was in bloom. You know what I mean? That's when I was like a budding flower.
Never like that before.
I was a budding flower.
I was a blooming young man.
Sure your
Like
mama
an
loved that one.
So this is essentially once in a lifetime 2 with Triple H.
Absolutely.
And, 4 because they've had three major WrestleMania matches.
Yeah. End of an era 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a soap opera where like somebody just never dies, and like
That's
we
so
get
true.
it, but
Well,
I
he's
just.
the Undertaker, and
Yeah.
that fits. But other than that,
That metric
Well, I mean, I just don't. I almost would rather them do. You know what I did like about SummerSlam, which is at the top of SummerSlam, Terry Crews doing that whole.
liked it.
Like if they did a package like that. And they showcased all the times they went up against each other and highlighted it and, packaged like that, then I would be more invested. But it just seemed like, one, Triple H wasn't, just because he's not there every week, cutting those promos and stuff, like it wasn't solid. And 2, I was just like, okay, like.
Yeah, because I think they really want you to care because it is the last time
But
they
you
will
didn't see any
wrestle.
visuals.
I
You need to
understand.
hit people with different things, whether it be audio, visual, all this. You didn't
That's
see any
the
of that.
thing.
Right.
This is step 1. They could have had it where they both recorded something in the back, but maybe something had to be moved around, and they went, "No, you're going to be doing that live out there. Can you do 5 minutes on the Undertaker? Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
You have that picture from 2012, and now in the future, this bit is going to be used with video footage, and I think by the time we get to Super Showdown, you're going to get exactly what you want.
Yeah, but they've had enough. They've both been in the industry long enough that you can do video footages different times of different things up until that.
she's right. You couldn't have done this in a booth. You had to do it live.
No,
in front of
I'm
Brooklyn.
not saying that's not the exact thing that they should have done.
Or they could have
But
showed-
that's what I'm saying is they went. We could do that, but we have a little bit of time. Just go out and do it. The crowd's hot, and we'll chant NXT, chant whatever. Let's just put something on there.
The crowd was not feeling it.
The
Well,
crowd was
they were up
exhausted.
to a point. They were like, yeah, Triple H, yeah, Undertaker. Screw Australia.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, we're not going to
Yeah,
see
he's
this
like, we get
live.
this in Australia. Like, oh yeah.
In
that's right.
Melbourne.
Damn
I've
it.
never been
I ain't going.
I've been there.
That's a long flight, man.
All right. So we have the Riot Squad going up against Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Ember Moon. How do you guys feel about Ember being an addition to the Hugger squad, the team?
I think it fits. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It fits, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, fits as well as anything else, bitch. This is wrestling, for Christ's sake.
It's good versus evil.
All right.
Good versus evil, sort of a thing.
I
She's a
suppose.
freaking werewolf. Why not?
But technically, wouldn't
So-
she,
oh,
as
okay.
a werewolf, wouldn't she be on the evil side?
That is a gross generalization.
Absolutely. Those are stereotypes, TK,
Listen.
and they are harmful.
Listen, besides like Underworld and getting in the underwear, listen, werewolves are bad, man. They eat people.
She's a man. She wants to get to the top, and she's kind of aligning herself, but it just feels like.
Okay, but really quickly, everybody is just like, yeah, werewolf, yeah, but
Yes, Ember Moon.
But
Red
everybody's
eyes.
like, but does this teamwork of 2 people and a werewolf work? That's what we're questioning.
Yes.
Not that they're trying
That's
to
so true.
confront that she's a werewolf.
Like, will she turn on them? She is a werewolf after all.
I mean,
Luckily, this match is indoors and not outdoors. Not going to see that
no.
moon. She's not going to have to transform. You could probably get everybody in that damn
That
arena.
is true. It is like once a month, though, it happens.
Can you imagine, like, hard cut to, like, boop, and then it's like a big report of, a tragedy at the WWE event. One of their superstars is actually a werewolf.
Listen, if she comes out like in a fur suit and just maul someone, I would quit everything.
That's WrestleMania. That's gonna be WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Don't be stealing my ideas, y'all. I need proper.
I didn't know she was a furry. She's a werewolf.
So the Riot Squad defeats them. What do you guys think of this match?
Ruby Riott kicked the hell out of Sasha Banks.
Oh man, she got the boot.
She nailed her.
How does it feel, Sasha? You always kicking people in the head when they ain't ready. Yeah, I went. Yeah. Y'all people know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How does it feel to get kicked in the head? Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah.
How's it feel? I just like, you know, we talk about
Bernie Mac for a second. Like, what was that?
we always.
How does it feel, man?
How's it feel when you kick somebody in the head?
How does it feel, Jordan?
Stop kicking people there. No, we always talk about it though, getting like women on, like multiple women on as much as possible because the roster is so loaded. So it's just good to see like multiple women get in the match.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even if it's this weird Sasha Banks Bailey thing, which is no one cares about though. They just do not.
It just isn't.
Because everyone got all excited like, well, Bailey's turning heel, and then like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're waiting for something. I've been saying it for a long time. I know people got me on the chats like, oh, why does Bailey need to turn heel? It's like, because she's been doing the same thing, and I'm kind of over. Like, they're just in this like purgatory of, you know, she's nice, but she has an a-hole of a friend who's willing to do whatever it takes to get to number one. And it's like, if they both like turned heel as a tag team,
maybe we got something there.
maybe we have something like
And
that. To me would be good.
werewolf.
And the werewolf. Yeah.
We got something going on.
Yeah, we got something else that we have going on.
Oh, damn, that's a nice little segue right there. Boom. Listen, AfterBuzz is our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans, but now we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that is tailor-made for you and help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you worry about those pesky notifications, TK, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our AfterBuzz TV channels as well. Let us know you did in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and help us be in the ESPN of TV talk. Shout out to Johan Pena, Bosa, Star Drew, J Will.
Everybody on this live chat, you are popping. Like, you guys
On
are
and
usually
popping.
popping, but this tonight, you guys are
Because we got a full group here.
okay. What do you live in?
A full crew.
Yes, a full group.
It's a hacking cough.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose, they go up against each other. What do you guys think of this
My
little
man Ziggler
match?
already lost the damn title, man. Look, he had it for a day and a half.
It wasn't that short.
Yes, it was, man. Come on now, give me, how much was it, 2 months, 3
Especially
months?
with that contract issue, you feel like
That's
it would have been, he would have held it
Just
a
give
little
me
bit
a little longer.
Or is he getting ready to break his contract?
He's going
I
to
don't
adult
know.
purgatory again, place
Yeah.
I hate the most.
Yeah, I don't understand why Rollins has it if he's now a Shield guy.
I was just
You
about
see
to
what
say
I'm
that
saying?
too.
That
I was about to
just
say that
Doesn't make any
too.
sense.
That drives me nuts,
Yeah.
man.
Unless Drew gets it, like eventually,
I mean,
Okay,
and
if
then
they're
the
going
Shield
there,
gets a tag team.
if they're going there,
Because I would
cool
love Drew to
beans.
get the belt.
Oh yeah.
But I guess you guys really didn't care much about this match.
It was great to see. It was great to see Dean back.
Yeah.
Ambrose
yeah.
looked pissed. Everything he did hit hard. He looked like he was just chomping at the bit to get his hands on anybody, and it happened to be Ziggler, and Ziggler took a lot of punishment
Well,
for
it's
it.
been like 9 months, so it's almost like 9 months of what? If you had no sex, 9 months if you had meat. Like when you have that stuff, you're gonna you're gonna chop on the bone.
There's an itch. There's a
First
definite
thing.
itch.
First thing she said, yeah, she could have went anywhere.
I mean,
Anywhere 9 months without something, she went straight for the jugular.
How would you
Oh my God.
I mean,
Shout out to Zeno Hour. What up?
all right, moving on.
9 months.
He's been doing quite a lot with. I feel like the whole music thing, like he could legit almost do like a Chris Jericho type thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of doo-doo on the radio right now, so he'd do just fine. There's a lot of excrement. There's a lot of mastodon dung on radio, so Elias would be a step up.
Except for Nicki Minaj, her album's pretty fire.
Oh, Nicki go hard. That's
Yeah.
1% of the.
If you haven't listened to her album, you definitely.
Oh, that joint's fire.
If we're talking about
Like Muzu?
two artists that would butt heads. I don't know if those two fit that.
Actually, that would be awesome because Nicki Minaj goes in on Twitter like, you can't come up with Nicki Minaj. Like, if Elias came at
she comes right back
Nicki
at you.
Oh, that'd be
Minaj
so good.
and like, you know, your album was trash. Like my album of what did you have? Like 3 songs on there. My album of 3 songs was way better.
Man, Johnny Quasso's not happy with the number of tracks.
Yeah, so
on Elias'
I mean,
album.
that would be kind of, and you know, then she comes to WWE and hits him with that, like the ass in the face.
And who knows what that ass is made of?
We booking matches on that on this.
That ass is a foreign object.
Absolutely. She might have a lead ass. We don't know.
Oh, that ass is loaded. It's a
Like, good God, Elias might be broken in half.
Comes back with one of those masks on his face. Broke his orbital on Nicki Minaj's ass.
I'd like to shout out to Michael Blake in chat who says, "Isn't this show PG?"
Listen, we still within the guidelines.
We're still going there.
13.
we within the boundaries of PG. They ain't cut us off yet, Michael.
No,
That's how we know.
we haven't been canceled yet.
Elias is about to perform. Curt Hawkins comes on and is like, look,
Yeah.
I have a streak of losing. It was 217 times. He wanted to break that streak, and he wanted to beat it, you know, have Elias be the one to help him break that.
He would have had to go to Queens to make that happen. He couldn't do that in Brooklyn. He's from Queens.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that in Brooklyn.
Can't do
bro.
that in Brooklyn.
Wrong borough, brother.
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
You have to be a specific home borough boy, not
Yes.
just a hometown
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, you have to be.
when
It
it
has to
comes
be
to
in the
New
borough.
York.
Yeah, it has to be specific. That's why you know John Cena doesn't. He's from West Newbury. You can't just come to Boston and think you're just gonna run things. You ain't from Boston all of a sudden. I mean, that's not how it works, man. You know I got to talk about the GOAT like that.
I mean,
That's like a 30-minute drive from here.
it depends.
That's how they be on this.
Yeah, it just depends. Like, for instance, if everybody goes overseas, everybody's American. Like, you all
Trust me, they are. They be.
That's fair.
They man, they.
It's like that. Or if you like that one black person at the corporation, you see another black person, then you're like,
Oh, we're like besties.
you the homie.
Man,
like,
we
it's just,
you
you
see-
get the nod, like, okay.
God,
so
man,
look,
black guy
pop
see
off.
me in like Germany one time. He's like, since I was American, he was like, "Where you going? What you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, it's
we
like
must
that.
unite."
What are you doing this afternoon? You busy?
So maybe it's like one of those things where he felt like he was in the general
Oh, he's in the
area.
general vicinity of Queens.
Yes. Yeah. But it unfortunately didn't happen. 218 matches in a row losing. How would that like work for your psyche?
You think they're building it towards something big, like 1, 2, 3 kiddish? Do you think that's a
I don't
possibility
think
at
so.
all?
I think they're
I think
just
he should
throwing him the
retire
bone.
with this.
You think- oh damn!
Like,
So-
I don't think they're building to anything.
Damn, you really don't think it's gonna be like a shocker?
No,
damn.
what's the shock? He'd have to win the title.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If
Like,
it- if
even
Morello.
one win would be like, well, okay, golf clap. Like, it's not going to
Oh,
be
that's
anything.
right. No one's gonna give. Okay, I'm
Nobody
with you.
cares.
Because we don't see him on TV that often. One,
To care.
to care. So,
Like it got him a shirt, it got him some merch money,
and he also got him on the ESPN.
yeah.
Yes, right.
So like it's doing enough for him, unless it's like, all right, we're all aboard the Curt Hawkins train. It's not going to lead to any. If it does, he was the guy that has a losing streak. Once he wins,
Then he has nothing there.
exactly.
Because if they,
Right.
oh wow,
His
And then
gimmick
you get a
is
new
the
shirt with
lovable loser.
one tick on it. Like,
wow, damn.
As a wrestler, I understand the psychology of how like it would be good for his career, I guess, to lose more. As a wrestler, how does that like operate with your psyche?
Hobo. Do you think he's happy just to get like time? Do you think you think he really wants to be?
For a guy who was with WWE and then not with WWE and now with them again, yeah. He gets a paycheck. He gets that merch money like you were talking about. He gets to run his school. He's happy.
So you think he's happy? Yeah, he's in a good place.
Absolutely. You talk to Brian Kendrick, same thing.
Oh, yeah, he's in
just
there.
happy to be here, happy to
There
be
you go.
working.
So not for everybody. Not everyone is like needs to be champion or has to have a run. Some people are happy
No.
to have a nice gig, be able to run a school.
To be a wrestler who makes money, that's it.
There you
That's
go.
the goal.
There you go.
To be champion, that's nice. But I and everybody else in my
A working
position
wrestler.
just wants to make money wrestling.
Wow.
Bare minimum.
Wow.
It's not like the old days where the champion would get like
Bonus.
bonuses. Like
People
it's-
getting paid now, man.
Sure.
That roster's getting paid.
Well, I
But
mean,
it's
the whole
all-
roster, yeah.
But it's a different basis than back in the day. So now it's just like other athletes. It's just a contract for an extended period for this much money, not like Lesnar, where it's per appearance, per this, per that.
Plus you can get, like, you're like Elias, you can have like an album, you can do different avenues. Like, I know Miz is like Miz on another echelon, but he has like own reality show now. It's like there's different things you can do with this new era.
Company's behind that.
Oh, you better believe it.
But I think Hawkins could do something if he wanted to do something, but also it might risk his position.
All right.
So he's got to play company ball, which is fine.
There you go.
Well, I don't think these people are playing company ball. So Authors of Pain go up against Titus Worldwide.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Authors of Pain are just a couple of mean dudes, man.
I mean, I definitely see they're amazing, but it just feels like, and like I've said on every show where Titus Worldwide shows up, it's like, what? I don't.
Well, maybe the new budding relationship between Dana Brooke and Apollo Crews.
That can't happen. He has a child with a woman that he loves.
What happened to the road?
That can't happen.
There's another wrestling insider thing. It's just like, it's the road, just leave it there.
You don't
We're not
know.
talking about home.
You come home, you give her the paycheck, and that's enough sometimes.
Jesus Christ. Goodness gracious.
That was before social media.
That's so real. That's real.
Here's the thing.
Tread softly nowadays.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna do that, there's ways to do that. If you're gonna do that on social media, there's a lot of people who post pictures of their kids and you never see who the baby mama is, or you never see who the wife is. If he did it like that, then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we don't know what this relationship is about. But if he's showing himself as a loving father and he's about his family, then you can't do that.
You gotta be careful, man.
It's kind of, and they might have him scrub his social media to make it look like that, but I don't even think he wants to do that.
Wow.
So, I mean,
you gotta be careful nowadays when you want to get your swerve on, man. Listen,
you can't work
swerve
or swirl?
Swerve, man.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
listen, you can go racial too.
Yes to both.
TK, you work with TMZ. You know how y'all do, man. You gotta be careful out there, man.
I mean,
I'm telling you right now, y'all got like G-men everywhere, man. It'd be like somebody on the middle of the moon having an affair with somebody. There's somebody with TMZ camera being like,
you just see one foot.
Wait a minute. I went to the moon.
Well, see, what happens is, too, some people know who you work for. Like, I got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning about an arrest of an artist.
Wow.
And so I, sent that in. So, that happens, too.
You get paid for that?
We'll talk.
You get, oh, damn. Oh, man, we got to change that.
Hey.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. After the
I'm
show.
a man on the street.
I got a smartphone
I can be
camera.
anywhere.
Oh, goodness.
We're going to get back to wrestling, I swear, y'all.
So, yeah, they, of course, I mean, same outcome. Titus Worldwide loses again.
Yep.
Yeah, Apollo Crews just kind of lost sight of things during that match, and never got him back. He can do a couple of cool tricks, but
no, dude,
the dog and pony show, brother.
Getting thrown off of Akam, landing on his feet to the standing gator was just like beautiful.
Like I said,
he's
cool trick.
Listen, his artwork should belong in the Louvre somewhere. Man, listen, he's an artiste until that microphone gets anywhere near his vicinity.
But he's not even. Well, I don't know.
He's just happy to be here.
Listen, he's a monster, but he's in that WWE black guy purgatory I'm talking about, man. It's that one special place where black guy go in the industry, but they just stay around.
Unless they crack it out like New Day.
And if you dance a jig a couple times, you gonna first ballot Hall of Famers. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real, man. That's real talk, and y'all know I'm right about this, man. Listen, it's black guy talk here. It's coming from me. This pains my heart. See, everybody says when everybody's like, man, it's true. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. It's real true.
I mean,
you know it is, man.
It is true,
Black
but
guy
I mean,
purgatory.
this can go into a whole rabbit hole of things. So we're just not even getting
So shout out to the New Day first ballot Hall of Famers, but Apollo, man, I need you to do
said
something.
first black Hall of Famers?
Listen, first ballot.
Oh, okay.
Hall of Famers.
Shut your ears.
I know, yes. For real.
Double checking. I was just double checking.
That's how they lead you down. You talk about rabbit hole. That's how they get you in dark, dangerous places. I don't need Black Twitter coming after me, man. I don't want that kind of evil on me.
Black Twitter is not following Titus Worldwide.
But Titus, I love, you know, I love
Here's my
Titus.
thing. So I did come up with a new concept. I was like, you could do
give me something.
I'm too old for that type thing, where Titus literally starts bullying down people that are not, upper echelon, but it's like, look, I'm too old for this, and literally knocks them out in a few seconds. And you can use Apollo, where Apollo starts off in the match and he does all his creative, juices. Tags Titus, and Titus is like, nah, I'm too old for this. I've been in the game. I know I'm 6 foot something. I'm strong.
I like this.
Apples them, and we're done. Like, I like that idea.
I do too.
I like if you keep it in the realm of him being the nicest guy ever, which he is,
Right.
and go, I got a charity event to go to. Punch you out,
Exactly.
1, 2, 3.
See,
Yes.
that's great.
I'm the
though.
nicest ass kicker in the business.
Where have y'all been? This is what I'm talking about. If y'all were here, there wouldn't be no black guy purgatory, man.
We've been waiting for our checks in the mail from
That
WWE.
is, I'm not
for
even
quite
trying to be a
some
joke.
time.
That's really smart. That's a good angle, though.
I mean, it makes sense because we know it. Once he puts it together, he's funny. And
He's
people,
hilarious.
you know, when he had that stuff with Darren, like they were funny together. So we know he could do that. So it's just like they're not giving him the opportunity. And you know, I'm assuming the people who were pissed off at him are no longer pissed off at him. But you know,
I'd like to see Roman with the Universal Championship do sort of like an open challenge thing where we see now, like, I would love to see Roman Reigns versus Titus O'Neil.
Yeah,
Just
cool.
because. And because it goes into that opposite direction of where Brock was missing, we have a Universal Championship match every single week with a different competitor every single week.
right. But it has to be like sometimes it feels with the Titus Worldwide. It feels like they know it's coming. They don't give them enough time, and it's just the matches are just like whatever. Like we could do without them. And if him and if Titus and Roman go against each other, then it needs to be a legitimate match where you believe that
10 to 15 minutes.
There's a possibility because when they go into these matches, we're like, oh, we all know what's going to happen.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
Neville versus Seth Rollins a couple years ago for the WWE Championship was off the chain, and there were a couple moments where you went, "Is
Wait a
this
minute.
about to happen?"
Yeah, because Neville can go, man. He
But
can
all
go.
it takes is the right producer, the right person behind that match to really push it to the next level. And it took one match for everybody to be reminded that Finn Balor deserves to be in the Universal Championship.
Yes.
And the next night he had a title match. So all it takes is the right thing, and Titus could get and knock out of the park and show exactly why he should be in the heavyweight
Absolutely.
title picture.
But I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, I don't either, but I really want to.
You know, why is that, y'all? Black
Purgatory.
There you go. Yep.
Well, here's the thing. So here's the thing.
You got some converts.
Do you think
Oregon.
that? Do you think that if the whole incident didn't happen between him and Vince, he would be in a different avenue or lane right now?
Any like wrestling fans, like you guys know, like you can't do certain things, like even small things that when you find out what they did this and they get in that doghouse, that Vince McMahon doghouse, it's real. That place is
But
real.
it's like one of those things where it wasn't intentional.
I'm with you. I'll be reading stories, man.
That's
like,
worse.
Like when I heard about like Zack Ryder getting on Triple H's bad side,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like ghosted. I'm like, man, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough gig, man.
All I have to do is pull your card. If they don't like you,
Yes,
you're off.
That's
You're
it.
done. You're
and there's
done.
nothing you can do.
No, nothing.
Well, I mean, he's still working, so I guess.
Yeah, just go
It's
what
a
Hobo
good
said.
day. Another day on TV is a good day.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I mean, yeah, and he is still there on TV, which is totally different from a lot of other folks. Like, I mean, Curt, how often do we see Curt?
He was in New York. It's the only reason he was on TV. He thought he could get a pop from Brooklyn.
There you go.
Well, there you have it. So somebody who thought that they could get a pop, Stephanie McMahon comes up on stage. She brings all the women are out there. She's talking about how she helped Ronda get to where she was or where she is. Ronda comes out and is like, nope, not correct at all. What do you guys think about this whole thing? So Ronda invites them out. She's being the nice girl. She's like wants all the women to be on. Stephanie shouldn't be above them.
What the hell is this big old inauguration, man? I thought, like, man, y'all let me find out. Ronda cured cancer? Yeah, they brought Ronda out like she just came back from Vietnam, though. Did they not?
Give her the Purple Heart.
I'm like, what in the hell are they doing right now? Is it a lumberjill match?
was weird.
It continued the storyline between Ronda and Stephanie.
suppose.
Something is going to happen between Ronda and Stephanie. And probably not WrestleMania. I really hope not WrestleMania. But I think we are going to get a singles match between the two of them at some point. Because even though we got the tag team match at WrestleMania, if they're still a little taste, and if they showed, if this is sort of an indication of what, however long Curt is on vacation, is going to be with Corbin in power. I don't think Ronda will have the championship for too long because they're just ultimately going to stack the odds so far
Though? She
so high against her.
She walked through
Special guest referee.
Alexa like she was the Predator.
Special guest referee of Corbin or somebody in their pocket.
I appreciate
to
you.
fast count and do something so that she loses the championship again.
Yeah, but then
so they're going to do something because looking at just stats and looking at Ronda's UFC fight record, nobody should be able to beat her.
Right.
So it's got to be story stuff that gets her to lose, at least for this first little bit, until people start to sort of like fade out of knowing her from UFC and start to recognize her as a face of WWE.
That's why they should have waited to give her the title.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
At WrestleMania.
If they she has the title, now she loses the title. Now you have to create a storyline of her chasing the title. And there's the women's division on both sides, SmackDown and Raw, is stacked. So it's just kind of like, now what type of storyline we're gonna
She
have.
could have been running through this stacked roster or finding obstacles.
Or her and Shayna Baszler could have got called up, and her and Shayna together with Natalya could have been kind of picking people down until Ronda gets this opportunity. But now with Ronda with the belt,
so quickly,
it just feels like, okay, what are we supposed to do with this? Like, we know the immediate payoff. And what I didn't notice, I don't know if you guys saw any of it. Did you see any of publications like do anything about Ronda getting the belt?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
No, they did it in the package just before the segment.
But I didn't see a crazy amount like it did when she made WrestleMania, when her, like, I didn't see the publicity that she has been getting. She didn't get as much from SummerSlam.
You gotta be patient with that one, man.
Yeah.
You gotta build her up a little more.
I feel like they should have waited. What they expected versus what they got.
It's got to be one or the other, because the fans want to see her kick ass and take names, and keeping her away from the like you don't want another Nia Jax situation where here's the person who's supposed to be the strongest, the biggest, the baddest, and we're just not going to have her anywhere remotely near the title picture. Yeah, the second she showed up in the title picture, she won.
Yeah, and there's ways to do it though. There's ways of Stephanie being like, you're not getting this opportunity. I'm gonna put this person in your way, this person in your way, this thing in your way, this thing, and like literally make it a thing,
right?
Like a beef between her and Stephanie. Like there was ways to do it. Man, they gave her the title instantly though. Like now the way she whipped Alexa's ass, like now you're thinking like, who can take it off her? Just like you said, they got to come up with some special guest thing. They got to come up with like
But like any WWE formula, any WWE storyline, we won't know until the end if it's going to work or not.
Right. So. But the thing is, you want to have it. We know she's good. We know she's a hard worker. So if you're starting her,
it's not the point,
right? Yeah. If you started her,
if Dusty Rhodes was booking this, we would be having a totally different conversation.
Well, I feel like she just needed to start just from the bottom. Like, obviously, she skipped NXT. We know she's still learning wrestling, right? I feel like that at the point where she can actually have a comprehensive match where everybody's like, from beginning to end, no matter where you are in your wrestling journey, it's like, okay, I appreciate that, I can see that. That's when she deserves the belt. Not now, where it's like, if you were to put her up against, any of these legends, she's not there yet.
I mean, you could make that argument for other people on the roster too.
You can, but I mean, look at Nia. She did well, and I always wanted her to get the belt, but she had the belt for 6 weeks. Maybe,
but her match with Ronda was great.
Awesome.
Her match with Ronda was good, and her mic skills were coming up. I feel like she should have kept the belt a little bit longer. And it just feels like they were trying to get the instant payoff. And again, I didn't see all the press that they thought they might have got, like they got for WrestleMania.
What do you think, Hobo?
To me, it doesn't look like they have a lot of long-term ideas. Everything's kind of short-term ideas. Like you said, instant payoffs. Make people wait for the big payoff. And that'll really mean something.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a problem with Ronda facing anybody and having a believability problem with her losing. She beat Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss's skills are not in the ring necessarily. She's a manipulator, and she did not bring any of that into play
That's what
in her match.
That's what I was mad about.
She beat somebody who's maybe a B-class wrestler, and that's not a problem when you put her with somebody who's A-class if Ronda loses.
Right.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But it's I just way too soon.
Yeah.
It's way too soon.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it was like 2 minutes though. I'm like, Alexa, she's so clever, and like that's her thing.
And then I didn't see. I saw snippets. Was Mickie James there? Was Alicia Fox?
Mickey wasn't. Alicia was.
Oh God! But it was like she came out and was like, she's like cringing and cowering. I was like, come.
Yeah, it was
Lordy. Bliss's whole shtick though is she's like, oh God.
This could be
like
a long
she
play.
forgot she was champion.
This could be a long play.
I don't know, brother.
We've seen her do the
whole arm thing.
Yeah, the double jointed thing. I thought thought that was going to come into play
that's
tonight.
Cool, man.
But that's the thing is they have to make weekly television. So I think we'll find out more next week.
Yeah, but the thing, if they give her the belt, I feel like you can't just strip her of the belt, or she can't lose the belt soon, because now it's just, I'm not a fan of.
So now she has to have a long run. That's what I'm saying. Like now she has to have a run.
But now you get a fighting champion who's defending the belt however long, which gives her the clout of another opposite of Brock Lesnar, an opposite of a star talent from another industry coming in.
Right.
And she'll be there weekly anyway, though.
And now that gives the belt a little bit more clout because it's been being defended, as opposed to, like, they're going to try to throw people at her. And similarly to, I keep saying this for everybody, but like it looks like the bad guys are going to be in major control of the show, and the good guys are going to be triumphing over evil as constantly as they can.
Which makes the bad guys not bad. If they're ineffectual, they're not bad. They're friggin' Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
They have to win.
Yes,
they have to be smart, they have to be cunning, and then the good guys have to work really hard and beat them with hard work.
Yeah.
That's what makes them good.
Yeah. I think like I said before, I think I would have loved Shayna being called to attention, being called up.
It's coming.
And then, like, I would have preferred that and Alexis still retaining the belt than this. But it's c'est la vie. A couple other matches we had at the B team. They did some individuals. They both lost. Do you think this is setting up for something, or you think this was just a time filler?
I'm so confused as to why the guys who lost at SummerSlam
One destroyed them basically. They beat them convincingly.
Oh, who?
The
B team beat
the Revival? beat yesterday,
That's
and then all of a sudden,
saying.
I'm like,
why do the Revival have matches tonight when they lost last night? You've lost me. You lost the entire audience of Barclays Center. They were willing to do anything except watch these matches.
Yeah, it was a time to go and get popcorn. Moving on then.
So true though. I was so pissed.
Yeah, we got the wave and
The Revival deserve better.
Yes, they do, because
God.
they are something special.
so yeah.
As we said before, Kurt Angle's on vacation. Stephanie Mann makes Constable
It's in an
Corbin.
institution somewhere.
Constable Corbin, the acting GM. And then we have the Shield reunite so Strowman tries to cash in the Money in the Bank, and it didn't happen because the bell didn't ring.
All right, listen, okay. They gave Braun the Money in the Bank. We all know when he cashed, it's a wrap. So they had to come up with a way to, which I was cool with, because they had to come out of the way to keep this big monster.
Right. Because
he will, when the cash in happens, if the person's isolated, he will win. You know what I mean? Like Roman was done. We all know Roman was done tonight. So I liked the Shield coming back together. You know what I mean? So
that was good. It was a good reason
fun.
why. Yeah.
Barclays, they tore the roof off the place. You know, they were hyped. They were sleeping.
Everybody wanted to see Finn Balor, except for one minor thing where everybody lost attention. Right after that,
what the hell was going on? Did you figure out what happened?
I don't care.
I was
It doesn't
so
matter.
annoyed.
They always do that crap.
Knowing
really do,
the history of terrible crowds that hate Roman Reigns, it's probably somebody taking a beach ball.
They love Finn Balor, and as soon as Finn started beating the crap out
They
of
were
Reigns,
like, wait a minute.
Yeah! Give it to him, yeah!
Drop kick. No, it's so crazy because Roman, listen, it's called my attractive guy theory. Listen, that's why they don't like Roman, man. I'm telling you right now. Because they're doing the same thing with Ron they do with Roman. You see, they're shoving you down your throat, they're putting them over.
Right.
Like, it's the good looking guy theory. I'm telling you this. They ain't like John when he first got there, but they don't like Roman because he's good looking. Listen, people don't like Cristiano
Roman's
Ronaldo.
sexy, for sure.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, and listen, I'm sorry we keep wasting this time. I'm a good guy, good looking guy theory, man. I'm at the bar, WrestleMania, Dallas. This guy's like, Cena sucks. I go, why does Cena suck? I go, his girlfriend was right there. I said, because Cena's good looking, right? His girl was like, that's why he hates it. That's why he hates it. She agreed instantly.
Everybody loves Dusty Rhodes
right.
because Dusty Rhodes looks like that.
Exactly. Oh my Hobo understands what I'm saying. It's the good.
Get it.
It's the good looking guy
It's the
theory.
everyman.
This guy goes, I love Samoa Joe. I go, oh, you love Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns is Samoan.
Well, somebody
It's because Roman's good looking.
somebody said, what about Eva Marie? People didn't like her, and
She
she's
was
gorgeous.
Yeah, she was very attractive.
It's a good-looking guy theory.
It's just for guys, my bad.
Men can't, ain't the man that Roman Reigns, and he's a good-looking dude.
Oh, yeah, he's for
they're
sure.
very intimidated by that.
Imagine if he wasn't wearing the flak jacket and he was wearing his NXT stuff, which was like just trunks, and he was
Oh my God.
and he
And
wasn't as covered.
Their girlfriend likes Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Wow.
I go, why do they hate this dude? He's always there. He's working. He's putting good matches together. He's trying his best, and they boo, and I'm like, what's the common denominator here? Your girl liking. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Hobo know what I'm talking about.
I mean, when you're in the bedroom
Yeah,
and she goes, "Ooh, you my Roman Reigns," woman.
Wait, what? I hate this dude. Roman
hate that
sucks. Roman
You always mess up my good time.
TK, you know what I'm talking
First
about.
off,
Oh, yeah.
First off, if your girl says you're my Roman Reigns, then she just needs not to be your girl. She needs to keep that in her mind. One.
Well, I mean,
Like
when
you can't do that. You can't do that.
when the verbiage of the merchandise of Roman Reigns' stuff is "I got speared by the big dog,"
I hate that guy.
I hate
He wants to
him
spear
so
my
much.
woman.
and it's released as a women's shirt first. I think there's a little bit of an issue there.
It's the good-looking guy.
Sex. Come on.
Psychology.
Okay,
Sex.
just because she likes
Freud.
him doesn't mean, one, he's a family man, he's married too, he has kids,
Right.
so the likelihood of you getting a chance to be with him is slim to none.
Period.
Even if you were to step out on his wife,
Why you mad?
guaranteed,
He ain't coming for you?
98% of you are not getting a chance with Roman Reigns. So, like, the fact that the dude
Straight up.
is like, I mean, I know you think your girl is pretty, but she's not...
She ain't that pretty.
She ain't getting that.
Reality
She ain't getting the
does
big
not
dog. She's not
matter.
getting the big
Stop
dog.
hating on my man. Because it's getting ridiculous, though. Like, it really is getting ridiculous. There was a point where it's getting crazy now, guys. He's fine, guys. Stop.
He
please.
is fine.
That's the
He's
thing. He's
sexy.
fine. He's fine.
Him, Bobby Lashley.
More like Fine Balor. You know what I mean?
This
yeah.
one guy was like, I hate Cristiano Ronaldo. I go, why? He's like, I go, what's the problem? He had nothing. He had nothing.
Well, I mean,
just
he's
hate
kind of
him.
skinny.
I go, but he's good looking though. His hair don't move for 90
I
minutes
mean,
of a
people
match.
on the chat are saying your theory has a lot of flaws, so you can discuss
don't
that.
I
with
don't know
them.
about that. I think it's a bunch of people who don't want to admit when they got a problem.
Well, I mean,
A lot of people not ready to look inward.
The
That's
good looking
right.
guy theory.
Introspection is very important.
He doesn't look like me. He has a chiseled jaw. Yeah, I know. He's good looking.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Tears.
Hobo, what I'm talking about? Hobo's a confident man. This don't bother bro Hobo one bit.
I almost feel closer to Dusty Rhodes than Roman Reigns, so I know where I am on the totem
You gotta know where you're at on the totem pole, bro.
Absolutely.
so if your girl says you are her Roman Reigns, you would just continue stroking.
Yeah. That's cool. Whatever gets you there.
I cannot.
If it gets you there fast, that's fine. I'm tired.
I cannot.
Look, somebody asked me where the theory is. I think Evan is completely right. Some people on the chat were saying Evan's theories has holes in it. I don't know where the holes are, but I'm sure. I'm sure.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm sure you guys will say it, duke it out on the chat,
Y'all
or
figure it
you
out.
can tweet Evan all that good
Oh, y'all can holler at your boy, man, because I know it's because that dude's good looking. He can get your girl.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
About 90% of y'all out there.
Like 98. Like 98. It's not happening. You got to be a certain caliber. Like you can't just be average.
Tears with the tears, TK Trinidad.
Anywho,
Never mind.
I love y'all, man. I love everybody in the chat too.
I think this was a great review of SummerSlam.
Stop booing Roman Reigns. That's what it's about.
It got into the psychology.
It's getting on my damn
of
nerves. That's what this is
Yeah.
about. I watched that. Like, y'all need to stop. It's petty now. Now it's petty.
I don't know. They were cheering him tonight. The Shield came out. They threw Strowman through a table.
And then they cheer.
They
Look,
were cheering.
you guys are so confused. You don't even
well, I
know
mean,
what it
they're
is.
they're cheering the Shield.
They're like, oh, that's right. We worship that guy when he's in the Shield.
Mixed
Yeah.
feelings.
Well, it's like if somebody's in a boy band, they love the boy band, but the guy leaves the boy band, they're not about it.
Oh, but that.
Anyway,
I think that's
Sound
coming from a
logic.
personal place.
anywho,
Maria Net in chat pointed out, and I just double checked. Shield's already got 3 new shirts.
Okay.
Damn. WWE shop plays no games.
That's what it's
They got a
for.
buy one, get
They
one
do
$1
not.
going on right now. I'll be on there in a minute.
Gotta get that BOGO going.
I saw that, Tony. Tony's like, that's why we don't have full panel for Raw because we go overtime. Anywho,
I love you, Tony.
If you guys want to get at Evan for his theory,
Please.
where can they find you?
At Evan T. Mack, Twitter, Instagram. Holla at your boy. Shout out to Roman Reigns. What up, boy? Walking the runway tomorrow, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hobo said, I keep
Sure
stroking
is.
it. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, no, I don't care. You can follow me not caring if Baines destroyed. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood's Red Carpet Rumble is Sunday.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Maybe. Maybe I got a few.
If he does,
I'm on the road a lot.
Oh, yo.
Where do you think all that bro talk was coming from?
It comes from a real place.
Shout out to Hobo, Lady Killer.
Yeah.
Holla at your boy, man.
That's not enough description. Not a great description, but it's a description.
Put yourself over, brother.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Mark B. Donica. You can find Hobo and I every week talking about NXT right here on the NXT After Show. We're going to be talking about all of the happenings in New York this week. We're going to be talking about TakeOver and the after effects, aftermath. Where the hell am I? But
Everywhere,
really happy. And Xbox 12360 this week. I don't know if we can announce the guest, but it's going to be very interesting. And we've got the live show coming up next week with even more amazing guests. So make sure to check out The Real Xbox for more information on that. Follow me at Mark B. Donica.
The chat is on. They know all your business.
They do, man. All of Hobo's business.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it.
Oh, shout out to Johnny Quasto.
But now people's just like, this person can get it, that person can get it.
We will catch you next week. Again, it might be a full panel, it might not be
I've been banned.
Johnny doing Blackcraft. Shout out to Johnny, man.
other than is that where he's at?
Yeah.
In Brooklyn.
He's doing like every day. He's doing everything.
They're in
Gotcha.
Philly, so
All right,
he
so
was
yeah,
a little bit tuned in.
Johnny's in Philly for Black Card.
Carmen San Diego right now,
Yeah,
boy. That boy's
so-
all over the place.
Really good. Anywho, we'll see who makes it next Monday.
It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot.
We'll just see you guys next week. Ciao.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. Get it.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.